Hi guys, it's Jazz1122 here, and I'm here for the reading for the Cancers out there from March 25th through March 31st. I hope all of you are having an amazing day, and I hope you guys have an amazing week. I would like to say thank you for checking out my channel. I would also like to say that as a disclaimer that if this reading does not resonate, maybe my readings will another day. So let's get right into it. Let's see what's going on for the Cancers from March 25th through March 31st. Okay. We have the Page of Swords. So I feel that some of you Cancers, there is someone that wants to reach out to you. You may get some form of communication, or it could be you thinking about reaching out to someone. The Page of Swords is the youngest in the deck, so it could be, depending on the clarifiers, but for what I feel is it's still Mercury retrograde to the 28th, so it could be someone trying to communicate, or you're thinking about communicating with someone as well. Or it could be someone checking out your social media, seeing what you're going through, or asking friends of friends to see what's going on. That is another form of Page of Swords. It's really gathering information about someone. It could be you or someone else. We have the Hangman in reverse. So as I was saying that with the Mercury retrograde, it's in Pisces, and this card is Pisces. I feel that this communication could help free you from being stuck, or is you coming to a realization after someone saying something to you to cause you to be like, you know what, it's time to release myself from the situation. I've been too stagnant for too long. I feel that this communication also sheds light, because you look at the Hangman, he has enlightenment around his head. So I feel like even though this communication is very small, but however it's like you ever had like one thought and it like enlighten your whole thing. Like you're driving down the street and you think about something, you think about an incident with somebody, and you have that thought, and it's like, wow, like I didn't even see that. Like it could be that. It could be someone, what they say can help you realize that you need to get out of a situation, or that you've been stagnant and it's time for you to release yourself. We have the Lovers here. So it could be a connection. It could be that someone says something and you realize that in this relationship you kind of settled, I would feel like. It could be communication between you and your partner that hasn't reached a mature level, because it is the Page of Swords. I feel that if this is you, it's like, by short communication, I mean like immature communication. Like when they get angry, they just go off at the mouth and they don't have like control. It's just like, oh, well, I'm mad and I'm saying this. That's a form of Page of Swords, because it's kind of immature. It's just like, just because you're mad doesn't mean you get to talk to somebody outside their neck. Like, you're an adult. Like, if you know how to go to work, if you know how to do like adult things, then you mean to tell me you can't control yourself when you get mad? So it could be one of those situations where you're tired of someone talking to you a certain way, very immaturely, or not willing to meet you halfway. And even though it may seem small to them, but I feel like during this time, it's like it's enlightening you to be like, wow, like maybe I should rethink this, or maybe I should just like take a break from this and separate myself, because it's not stable to be with someone who is always talking in Page of Swords. It's just not, because it's not going up to at least, well, the knight is reckless. You know what I'm saying? So that's usually the next step. But I mean, it's, you're looking for something stable, so it's like a Queen of Swords or a King of Swords. So I feel that communication is so deep when it comes to a relationship, and really what you say to people, like you being mad is not an excuse to really hurt someone with your words. So maybe you're realizing that, like, wow, if this person really loved me, like I know I love them, but at the same time, look at how they talk to me. Like they don't even try to work with me. It's like once they're upset with me, they just tell me I'm not nothing, or this or they're that, and like how can I have peace? So you may be feeling like that, because you Cancers love very, very deeply. But that's the thing, though. You guys can get caught up and not realize that someone takes that for granted, that they could keep talking to you like this and you just take it. Like you have, like the Hangman is like Like when it's like this, you stayed there. But since it's reversed, like some communication could come through and it's just like, you know what, you have that enlightenment moment. Like, you know what, this relationship, I know it was for a purpose, but maybe that purpose is over. I don't want to just stay and really wait until I get my heart broken. I'm thankful that this person came into my life because they came into my life for a reason, but maybe it's time for me to really look at the longevity. Am I really able to be happy in this relationship? I know that I care. I know that I love this person, but this person also drives me crazy. This person also disrespects me. So I cannot just sit here and just ignore that because I love them. And when we love people, we do that, you know? So, oh yeah. Let's go into the clarifiers. I forgot, I only do 3. I switched up my spread. So, I'm going to clarifiers to see what's going on. So let's see why the Page of Swords is here. We have the 3 of Cups. Ooh. For some Cancers out there, what I would say is, even though this is the energy for this week, but I feel that if it doesn't manifest, it could be the energy that someone lets you know that somebody could be in the third party. And it's going to come out through an unexpected way, I feel. It's like someone that knows that person knows and then come tell you, or some type of way like that, that it's either somebody catches something that this person is doing and then they communicate it to you from social media, or someone texts you. But I feel this is communication in the forms of, it could be a third party situation, and it causes a lot of conflict. Now, the 3 of Cups is usually a happy card, but since this is conflict, this is not something that's happy. I feel this communication has to do with someone else in the shadows here. It could be more than one person as well, because there's 3 people in this picture. And I feel that maybe that's why the Pisces card, not the Pisces card, but a Hangman is in reverse, because you thought this whole time that it was just you, and the whole time the person was having somebody else. And you thought, you would pay attention to the signs, but listen, I saw some pretty crafty people. And you really sometimes have to really be in tune to your intuition and really trust what you're feeling. And if someone constantly is accusing you, or maybe that's it too with what I see here, it's like this person is always picking on you when you go out, but you don't question them. Like usually when that happens, that person is doing something, because why would you accuse someone else if you know what they do every day? Like why are you trying to put that on someone else? So I feel it could be some communication that someone is in a third party, and that's going to cause a lot of conflict. But I'm just going to do another clarifier on that. And the 3 of Pentacles is here. I feel like this communication, you're just going to feel like, you know what, I just got to pick up the pieces and just work by myself. I feel that we are in a time of Jupiter is in Sagittarius. That's why we see so many things that was hidden is brought to the light. And I feel that we see this with the government. We see this with people around us, how crafty some people really can be. So just be mindful of those things. And just because, like, you guys love people when you're in love, and you guys love very strong, but sometimes your love can blind y'all to the point that you guys are not really seeing the whole picture of what this person's actually doing, because it could actually be a third party. And it could be one of the third parties coming to you as well. But let's go into the Hangman reverse. We have Page of Swords. So yeah, it's definitely some back and forth communication. I feel after you find this out, I feel that you're also going to communicate to this person as well. And let's see what that communication is. That you're single. Wow, that's a really apparent message. Wow. Because Mercury is still retrograding, and as time goes on, these transits are really going to keep exposing the truth. And really, you can't hide. There's only a matter of time that a person can deceive you now. That it's going to come out. And I feel that this is coming out to help you move forward. I feel it's something that's going to catch you off guard. You probably was like, wow, this person's always with me. I never even would have thought. I can't believe this. But some people are really crafty like that. I've myself witnessed it. So I feel after this, it's like, you know what? If you want that, I'm just going to work on myself and literally be on my own and love myself. Like, I don't have time for this. I'm going to release myself from this situation. And I feel this person did it only because they showed you who they were, but you were so deep in love with them that you ignored everything. And so they was like, oh, she's never gonna question me, or they're never gonna question me. But sometimes a person's guilty conscience will start talking. So if you know you're not cheating, for the Cancers out there that this applies to, if you know you're not cheating and someone's constantly accusing you of cheating, like, pay attention to that. Because that is a person with a guilty mind of something. It may not be cheating, it may not, but there's something going on. Because in a relationship, to be honest, I'm not going to question, like, for example, my partner, when I know for daggone sure they're not cheating because they reassure me every day. But at the same time, if I was, then I'll have that guilty conscience. So I think you doing it because I'm doing something. So just be mindful of that. So let's see why the Lovers card is here. We have the Queen of Swords, the Moon. Now, with the Moon here, there's a full moon in Libra. That's on April 19th. I feel this is what this energy is building up for. Because the full moon in Libra has to do with relationships. We had one full moon that was in like 0 degrees, and now we're going to go to the other Libra full moon. So I feel from that full moon, from that point that we just had all the way to April, this is the energy that's building up now, so that you might actually make the decision around that time to actually cut this relationship off, or you could find out information. But I do feel like something is definitely here. Someone is definitely hiding something. I feel they could have been hiding something for a while. But like I said, Jupiter is in Sagittarius, and the truth is going to come out. So when it does come out, Cancer, what I'm going to say is this. This person definitely was sent into your life. Now, we think that people that set into our life are automatically people we're going to marry or this or that. But some people are literally karmatic lessons. And this person, I feel, was a reflection of you to show you what you're worth. Not to settle with this person. It was to show you, first, to know what you want. You got to get what you don't want. But a lot of times we settle just because someone gives us some attention, or we see this person in a relationship and that person in a relationship, and you want that. But at the same time, you should never disvalue your own worth. And it's only a matter of time, because people can see right through that. You know what I'm saying? People can really see that you may say it like, oh, this is amazing, this is this is that. But behind the scenes, this person is doing something, and then it's like, wow, like, I really was out here looking crazy. I was literally out here thinking we had this, and you did this. So all I'm saying is, Cancer, just be mindful. Like I said, this could be energy that's starting building up now, that you will start to see manifest around April, around the full moon. So either way, this is not a bad reading. I just feel that it helps you realize that just because you love someone, sometimes that isn't enough. To really pay more attention to what that person is doing instead of what you feel. Sometimes you gotta look at the facts of the situation, and that's what I had to do. Some of my relationships wasn't the best, and I tried to stay, and I tried to paint this picture like I was happy, but deep down I was miserable. I didn't want to talk to nobody about my relationships because I didn't want nobody to say I told you so. So I kept a lot of things to myself, but behind closed doors, this was ironically the same person that I was with, and he would accuse me of cheating. I've been there. This was a guy I was going to marry, and I just kept saying, like, why? Why would you keep accusing me of cheating if I'm not doing anything. You know I'm not doing anything. Come to find out, I saw through his phone because he slipped up a couple times. That's what I'm saying. All it takes is that right slip up moment. So I feel that this full moon could expose that to you so you can cut it off because you deserve better. And this is only for the Cancers that resonate with this. And just know that if this does happen, it doesn't make you any less of a person. I feel this person was sent here literally to show you what you don't want and how you do settle just for some attention. We all do it sometimes, but the problem can't be fixed until we admit it, that sometimes we are codependent on someone loving us or people being there for us, but no one can be there better than you could be there for yourself. So I hope you guys appreciate this reading, and I'll catch you guys next week.